What's up, guys? My name's Arianna.
And I'm Maple.
And today we are watching, technically for the second time, Severance Season 2, Episode 6.
Yeah, we are watching this for the second time. We had a mishap with the audio. I don't know.
None of our sound recorded the last time we shot, so...
Anywhere, like into any device. Like we were like, can we even recover it from anywhere? At least it's on a show that's definitely worth
the second
rewatching.
Watch. Yeah, so this episode is going to be more of us giving more commentary than a natural reaction, because we were already locked in. We know this episode is amazing, but so that if the vibe feels a little bit different, it's gonna, sorry guys. Chad said he's gonna try and clip in our natural reactions without the sound, so hopefully that works.
You may see little pop-ups of what we looked like initially the first time reacting.
Yes.
Versus what we'll be discussing this time, because I think that going back through, I tend to notice a lot more on the rewatch.
For sure.
So I think that it'll actually enrich our discussion a bit more, which is kind of nice, being that this is like our halfway point. All right, guys, well, let's go ahead and get started.
Everything was like so white. What are they doing to her?
All I know is she's essential.
What does that mean?
You think about all the things you do. You drink less, you listen more.
Oh, with the fish tank behind him? Like she's like the fish like stuck in the freaking blue fish tank inside Lumon.
But for me, it might actually happen.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
and
this was crazy. This framing was insane.
Well, let's see it.
I left it there behind the poster. Okay, I don't want to get in trouble right now.
Okay, well, I don't care.
He doesn't want them to find out.
You said it's behind the poster of you actually being brave?
You don't know everything.
Then tell us.
Right.
Damn.
Okay, we can start after lunch.
Maybe.
Maybe. Did everyone sever their balls in the elevator this morning?
Starving.
Oof.
I forgot this happened.
Ooh, and the fact that they have like pre-selected lunches for them that are like already there, like they're not bringing food.
And also, this is like insane. But then doesn't he look like the hologram version of himself?
Well, and like his house is like comboed.
It's almost like a reflection of the office.
Yeah, because his hallway still has the lunchroom thing on it. Like, yeah, freaky.
Oof.
He's so beautiful. Congratulations on being one of the hottest, most suave men alive.
Preach, sister.
Have a seat. I had my performance review yesterday.
Oh my god. The camera angle is insane.
How did it go?
Many valid concerns were raised, which I look forward to addressing. You cannot graduate from this fellowship until I have deemed you wintertide material.
Now, what is wintertide?
And what the f is a fellowship?
And eradicating from your essence childish folly.
I understand, sir.
Good. You may sit at your regular desk.
Thank you, Mr. Milchick.
Why would you think you could sit at that desk, though, anyway? Like, that's just like...
I know. Also, just work beef with your child
fellow
assistant.
Like, intern, basically.
Elevator.
I'm gonna go get that map.
We shared vessels.
What's that?
Also, shared vessels is such a weird way to say that.
I know. I can't believe we have to experience this awkwardness again.
And sex.
Okay.
At the retreat, it's in your tent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something to drive a wedge between us. Like,
Helly.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Sorry, I thought it was you.
But it wasn't me.
It's kind of like what we were talking about. We were talking about how when any Mark, his hair is more coiffed, it's more put together. Than
Yes,
outing
the
Mark's
hair
is
is more disheveled.
and kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Milchick does like his own break room.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder if it is actually part of his atonement, because there was a section that
yes,
said,
exactly.
yeah.
But it's like, this is his own. It's like he has to administer his own.
Let me guess. Scuba.
Thai food.
First
Nice.
date scuba.
I took scuba lessons last year.
Yeah?
I sometimes wonder if you're just not happy.
Sure, it's not that. Want to hear about all my offspring and stare at your face?
Ooh.
I like it. I like this.
I wish we could really be together. You and him are. But I'm not.
Like,
What happens when somebody determines that your innie is better than your outie? Do you cut your outie off forever and basically kill off that version of you in order to sustain?
Is it okay if we try the hug again? I kind of like the hugging.
I kind of like the hugging. He's so cute.
And the seagull's like hearing.
Like the ocean.
I know, I just remember feeling like she could either be really mad at Mark because it's like, what is she supposed to do in this situation? Like, I mean, they're both like, and that's the problem. It's like they're both victims too, like, because he didn't recognize that it wasn't her.
Right.
But then it's like she could be mad that he didn't recognize that it was her.
Right.
But then also, like, she does feel this way for him. And so she's really at odds with this version of herself that she has no control.
Oh, hey, I was coming to find you.
Same. What sucks is that she got to have that and I didn't. That she controls me and this company and all of us. It's disgusting.
Hey, do you want me to, like, describe what happened? Like, I feel like you have every right.
No, I don't want her memory. I want my own.
Such a big separation to her.
Would you like that?
Yeah, I'd like that.
And they're having two such different experiences because if he's reintegrating, then it's like, do those personalities eventually merge? Like who he is, like we see this like softer demeanor of him on the inside. Does that start to then affect him on as an outie as well? Will his demeanor then begin to change? Or will they find like a middle ground? Because I feel like we've already seen his outie kind of bleed in.
Yeah, for sure.
To the workspace with the Milchick in the elevator.
Yeah. With PD.
Miss Casey did tell Mark that he can pitch a tent in like 3 seconds or 10 seconds or something.
Something fast.
Something fast.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
Not him just getting hella ass, man. Helly ass.
Haha. But don't. Shh.
The last scene that we see them, like, Helena was like the one that was like initiating. Like she is like,
and if we're thinking
control
of it,
trusted his guidance.
and if we're thinking of it this way, her innie's a virgin too. You know what I mean?
And no one's getting anything done. Again.
As per usual.
Can we talk about how Milchick has done so many things for this company and all that they come at him with is that like everything he's doing isn't good enough?
You must eradicate from your essence childish folly.
Oh, this is crazy.
I love the framing here.
You must
because he's looking at himself. He's off center though.
Childish folly.
And then he looks down, moves out of the frame. And then when he comes back in, he shuts off that side of him.
You must abandon childish things.
And moves himself into
You must grow
a
up.
more favorable version of what he thinks that they want.
Grow up.
And yeah, and then he's just dead in the eyes. He's giving the same pain in his eyes that Natalie does.
100%.
Incredible.
So good.
Yeah, and then he like punishes himself until he
and
can't
I was
see
convinced
himself anymore.
that was a different person.
Oh no, you're bleeding.
Ooh.
You are.
Humidity on the severed floor is maintained at a consistent 45%. It must be something else.
Huh.
Did you punch him?
I mean, not today.
And her
What
hair
were you
is
doing
all
when
like
the nosebleed
big
occurred?
and
Refining something.
Any auras or hallucinations?
No.
A little
I think it
bit.
stopped. I feel better.
Where are you?
I'm at Lumon.
Also, what an awful time to have it cross over.
Yes.
Mark?
Are you at Lumon or in your basement with me?
I remember.
The nightmare wet dream.
Yeah.
You'll feel gaps in time until it all comes back together.
Well, when the is that gonna happen?
We need to speed up the process.
Is that safe?
There's a slight chance of hemorrhage.
Just a
Okay,
brain
so
bleed.
me bleeding to death.
We'll flood the chip itself through the hole in your head.
Jesus.
You've already.
I don't want to do this
know what?
again.
Get the fuck off me. I am not doing this.
Close.
Okay? Right now, please. Get it off.
Oh my god, I completely forgot that this part was in here too.
I know, it's like, that's why I like rewatching it, because there's so much
Yeah.
information you get out of it.
Who the hell are you? It's a joke.
Oh,
But the house reminds me of Devin and Rickens a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Already put it on.
yes.
Also, what is with all the
feed him
fucking
a
salt and
pile of
pepper
loose
shakers?
corn. What your innie ever saw in this Philistine is beyond me.
Also, like half of their kitchen is
Welcome back
Lumen,
to our
white
home.
cabinets.
Yes, I'm sorry about the
Yeah.
last time. I'm sure that felt
It's like,
Does that mean
Mickey
Burt's
Mouse.
integrated?
Nonsense.
Hold on, there's so much I have to say about this scene.
No one's ever thrown blood on you on your way into work.
no.
It wasn't blood, it was paint. Meant to evoke blood.
And Bert, how did you come to be at the company?
I've been what you might call a scoundrel in my younger days. Innies are complete individuals with souls.
So an innie can go to heaven.
Mostly Artie Burns.
Look, and he's in front of the fire, like, he's like, these people are fucking crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
He's looking for the exit.
No, just
He's like, is he buying it? Also, because he fucking tells Burt tells Irv that he was fired for this interpersonal relationship that got inappropriate inside work, but his outie literally filmed a retirement video, so he knows he's fucking lying, and he's lying to set him up so this shit can happen. And I like think, and that's fucking crazy. But like, what the fuck is this guy looking for?
Right.
And he has fucking keys to, I bet that's a key to everyone that works at Lumon in their house.
100%.
They'll basically be giving me money. Fine, just test drive only. I won't commit to anything.
Thank you.
His
You
kids
didn't
are
tell
so
me how to
cute.
go. We went back to Lumon, right?
They canceled it.
See, like I feel like he does want to, he wants to know, but she's
Happy
like,
play,
nope,
tell
I'm
me
not
play,
giving
happy
you the
play, go play with your sister.
information.
I wonder what his fortune said. Like, what do you think Lumon Kier fortunes are?
You know, fair.
You are a little freak, Mark.
I'm Helena Egan. I work at Lumon.
Yeah, no, I know who you are.
There's obviously somewhat of a crossover because he sculpts the tree in front of Miss Casey, right? Like, he obviously remembers his wife. So, like, I feel like this is her, like, testing, being like, am I special enough that he remembers me too?
Yes.
Like, she wants to be fucking remembered so bad.
It's really great to run into you. I've heard nothing but good things about your work, by the way.
Right.
Thank you. I've heard nothing at all about my work, so
Severance humor. So clever.
so easy.
Do you look how much more brown it is?
Yeah, and her hair looks more brown.
I'm sorry for the systemic error from the other night.
Overtime thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a long
Never
time, but
should
it really hasn't.
and it never will again. We will be better,
That's nice to hear. Thanks.
of course.
It literally gives me, like, goosebumps. I hate it.
Company, Mark.
I'm like the head of the company. Okay, girl.
Right.
Hey, now, that was not me. That was my father.
Uh-huh.
You should meet him sometime.
Says the girl who
Your
can't
father?
even meet with her own father.
Sure, why not?
You want
Yeah.
to take me home to Dad already?
He'd be the first.
So no
Which I
pressure.
don't think is a lie.
Nope.
And I know you've already been through so much with losing your wife and all. Hannah.
A lot.
Hannah.
Gemma.
Yeah. You bitch.
Gemma.
Ew, like, it's just so creepy. Like,
It is. It really is. It's so creepy. And you can tell she's like trying so hard to at least come across earnest, but it's still not.
What is it?
Nothing.
So
ooh, she wants him. Yeah, she wants the feeling to bleed over so bad, the
So
way that it does
badly.
has for Gem. I
she's
knew it.
upset.
Yes, I knew it. When she was watching that video, I was like, nah, she's sick as.
Ooh, frolic.
Also, why frolic on?
Yeah.
I still don't understand like what exactly he'd be looking for here.
We used to call each other Han. Attila.
Oh, the pepper shakers are part of
know
Attila.
history?
Dude, I'll tell you about that. Hold on.
knows
Okay.
history.
It wasn't 10 years ago, it was 20.
No.
Yes.
Ooh, his face,
The
he's like
first severed
angry.
Office opened 12 years ago. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
They're gonna treat it like it was a drunk mistake, but he's telling the truth.
Shiesty. This is why I think he's more involved than just being severed, man. And he just said
You know,
Lumen
the-
partner.
The corners.
Yes. No, he probably gets paid
You think
so
you do
much
it
from
and
them.
Love at work. Feels, Jesus. Can we not?
But then
just
I don't
be
know, because this also
pragmatic
feels
adults
genuine.
about This.
You know what I mean?
And so I felt the right to ask.
I mean, I think that's the problem, though, right? Like, there can be portions of like reality mixed
Sounds
with
like a
these like
mad-
narratives that don't actually exist.
Is it a distraction or is he being genuine? Because it feels extra. But he
I
looks
think
mad.
I literally
So-
think that Burt is in more control in that situation, but making it seem like
Yeah.
Fields is the one that has like more say.
Sorry for being a dick. Let's do it.
Oh dang.
Tonight.
I know. I wish he'd tell her like what's her face just freaking came in. Also, her sweet tooth kills me. I think it's so funny.
Oh my god, I hate this. I'm not ready. I'm not ready again. Because again, like, what is that? What is she flooding it with?
Yeah. What the
Why
hell
is
is this
Because
liquid?
it's clearly not just like saline solution.
No, and the freaking needle's so big.
Oh god. Bane into anything. Like, that's such a different. Ow! Oh, I can't do it. Oh god.
It's really going in there.
It's really going in. Then you.
Is it like, is the music makes me feel like, is he having like a euphoric moment? Oh, they just did
it's
not
so
have to do
big.
that.
Ew.
Oh,
How long will it take?
It'll be fast.
Fast? How fast?
god damn. He literally, it looks
Oh,
like
that
he's
looks so
having a freaking
bad.
seizure.
Ugh. Whoa.
Fuck. Yeah, what the
Oh.
Move like that. You have to keep your head still.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
I know, and then I was like, okay, it's Devin.
Messages. Are you better? I was thinking.
Yeah, look, I'm already trying something else.
Man, he looks haggard
instantly
instantly.
looks awful.
Just don't worry about it.
Also, I think everyone should stop drinking the
enjoying
tap
myself.
water there.
God. Oh god.
And what is that smell?
I feel like he's having a stroke.
Because again, what smell? And then it's like his hand's not working, his lip, you know,
Yeah, it
he's
looks like he's
sweating
going- yeah.
profusely.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so bad again.
Oh.
Mark, don't touch him. Who the f are you?
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like,
And then just the chair in the corner.
This feels. He's fine.
not the cuck chair of pain and suffering. Look at that thing, is scary.
Like saying I worked at Lumon 20 years ago, which is, of course,
before Severance even existed.
Right.
Weird.
Good night.
Weird.
Ooh, and the way he's still lit. Look, he's so evil. Why does Burt have to be evil? Makes you like you have to question like how much of the outie versions of them are like loyal and dedicated to Lumon regardless.
Right. Ah, so good. So good a second time.
So crazy. But I do think that Irv got rid of all of the paintings.
Yeah.
So at least that wasn't in there. Because I think that would have been like a really insane discovery. I don't know that they would have liked that.
I feel like they would immediately get them on lockdown, start looking for any, evidence that they do know what that is, you know?
Yeah. Or like have interacted with that elevator at all. The exports. I don't know. Oh,
But
okay.
the way that he said his partner at Lumon, and they had been working, him and Felicia worked together forever. What if they both weren't severed?
You think that maybe Burt was in there, like, not severed?
Yeah, I think they both were in there not severed.
Who else?
Felicia, he said his partner at Lumon.
His partner at Lumon.
And they had been
which is who gave him the directions.
Yep. Which
so
would
they're
be
like,
interesting.
oh, geez.
It would be interesting. Because I don't think that was a lie.
Because some of them aren't severed.
Right.
Like, we assume that, like, Milchick isn't severed.
Right.
We assumed that Cobell isn't severed when she's working.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember if I was talking to you about this or if I was talking to Chad about it. But what if, and this was the other thing I was talking about, because I was like, I feel like he's not severed. Like, I feel like Burt's not severed. And what I think is interesting is it feels like all of them are being tested by pieces.
Yeah.
Like, so Frolic, we say, right?
Yeah.
What if that's one of the things that's being tested by Irv? What if Irving was being tested with that, and that's why Burt, not saying that's why Burt was there, but he's already on the floor, he's already within that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's not severed, what if he was supposed to be that, right? And then with Mark, he was being tested by
yeah, because Burt obviously did
Miss
come back to
Casey.
Frolic, because that's what had to do with the woes, hollow, and all of that, where like we were all
Right.
trying to assume like which of the characters goes with which temperament.
Right.
And I think that Mark was a lot of people had Mark and Irv flipped.
Possibly, because we know Miss Casey, which would be, that would kind of be woe, right? Being,
Yeah, it's like
having
he's like
Miss
actually,
Casey is his temptation, right?
yeah.
And then Dylan's temptation is I can't really think
the
about
tempers. Here, let me look it
Yeah,
up.
let's look up the tempers, because the more I think about it, and then to take Helly in, yeah, it would be cool to show the world. But what if she's the control? What if there is not one to tempt
Malice?
her?
Let's see.
Woe, Frolic, Dread, and Malice. Like, Mark would be Dread then, right?
Which
Or
Dylan has
Woe?
attacked.
Yes.
Dylan bit Milchick. He's attacked
Mhm.
Milchick. He's gotten into the most physical altercations out of anybody.
Doing the most to win every time.
Yes.
So maybe him winning the waffle parties and everything else was his, like, Malice. And then Dread was
Dread, I think dread, fear, anxiety, represent. Yeah, and like
and
so.
I think
Okay,
maybe
like either
Petey was one of them, but once Petey left, they're like, okay, so we can't control it that way. So let's send you in as a control to see what happens when we don't throw you any of these like distractions or temptations or
then
whatever.
either
And then she ends up falling for Mark anyway.
Mark or Helly is either woe or dread, because I feel like they could be associated with both. But if Helly, not Helena, but if Helly is woe, then it's like she's sadness, melancholy. Not that we've seen her have like full sad. I mean, this episode maybe a little bit more like she truly does have like some sadness and melancholy. And being represented by a bride, it's like she is, like you were saying, like her innie technically would be like this like virgin like version of herself that like doesn't know like about this level of intimacy, and she's experiencing it for the first time, whereas like her outie probably has like an understanding of what that level of intimacy is, but has never been able to like explore it because it's probably not like okay for her to do that, and so now she's like fucking obsessed with Mark.
And then that's why like that's another reason they didn't report back to like say her father, because if she was supposed to go in there as a control and there wasn't supposed to be any fucking
and
temptation,
I think she's
and then she still blamed Mark.
And I think she's being, I feel like Helena on the outside is being so fucking bold because she's confident that like probably Mark, she doesn't feel like Mark. I feel like they think that Mark is not ever going to find Gemma.
Yeah.
That he's never going to be able to do anything about it, or he never will. Because what fucking happens when he finishes Cold Harbor?
Right.
What happens?
What is that?
Because they're acting like him. They're not talking about him like going in and trying to find Gemma as if it's like a big deal. Like in fact, they're entertaining him doing it. Like it's like a fucking joke. Like they're like letting him go to this goat room and like she's holding up these posters like, oh yeah, better act like this, like do this. Also, I was looking back at some of the comments on some of the other episodes, and they were saying like, you guys are thinking about the Helly thing too much, like blah blah.
And we were right.
We were right.
Sorry that your vibes were wrong because I knew it. I was like, something is off.
No,
and it was
I
off
knew
from
immediately.
Jump.
I knew immediately.
The way
I was like,
she
that's
walked,
not her. That's
the way
not
that
her.
it felt like she was responding in a way that she thought she was supposed to respond, not that it was actually natural.
Yeah, and an interesting like short little essay.
Oh, this is the pepper. Okay, so
yes.
That's
okay. So yeah, pepper grinders, right? And it's insane. During Attila the Hun's invasions of the Roman Empire, he deemed large ransom from the Romans, like gold, silver, and other goods in exchange for peace. Since pepper was a luxury good in Rome, it was also offered as tribute to Attila. And literally, like,
I also just watched Mulan last night again because that's just where I'm at in life.
Yeah, what kind of ransoms could Burt have demanded during his not so subtle 20 years?
For real though.
Yeah, and everybody's like, we want Burt to not be evil so bad, but this house is too damn nice for him not to be.
It is.
Which makes me question, it's like, who in Rickon's family, or why the fuck does Rickon have so much money?
Right.
Because then, to me, that gives like
no
a similar
one takes him
vibe.
Seriously.
But no, but
It's
yeah,
so
exactly.
weird. Okay,
so then is he like a severed, or like maybe he's like a bastard of somebody?
So we had a whole, this is the one thing that really sucks, because I don't think our rewatch really takes away from the reaction, but we had an awesome conversation in our first video about the topic of,
oh, Devin?
Devin. Okay.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say Dawn and I knew that wasn't right. But Devin and Rickon, and it's because like it feels like nobody takes Rickon seriously.
Yeah.
Not even Devin at all.
Yeah.
So like, why is their house so nice? Why can they afford this weird luxury birthing situation? That a
yeah. How are they
man's wife is
that
at?
politicians are going to? How are they affording the luxury to
And
go
it's
do
like-
this? Like,
And it seems like the only people who come from money within this story are connected to Lumon.
yeah. So it's like who, how? Like, who are you? Like, who the is Rickon?
And like, is he a sellout? And again, and this is that piece though too, it's like, but no one seems to take this man seriously. And so Natalie shows up and is like, we want you to make a version of your book for it. Like, Milchick is reading the book laughing at how absurd it is.
Yeah.
So you're right. What is Rickon's connection?
And I still think all of their friends are super fucking weird, especially them. I will never get over the lady being like, oh, like, I have some sores on my head, just so you know. Like, it's like something weird is
Share a book
happening.
with her about
And he's
sores
like,
in
yeah,
her
she's
head.
making like a chewing noise and she smells really weird. Yeah, because she's a fucking goat,
She
bro.
part goat.
She's
They out
literally
here
probably
parts
part goat. Because they have to be doing, there has to be some level of human testing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like lab rats. Like there has to be some level of that
somewhere.
happening.
Especially if it's all controlled by one family, like the oversight is probably just not there, you know? Like there is, if you're the only people at the top.
Yeah. They're also super expensive collectible designer pepper mills by Jens Quisgard. I'm probably saying that wrong, showing that Burt maybe has made more money than other severed folks. Like these are very specific.
That's crazy.
Artisan made like pepper grinders. Me, an intellectual. Wow, are those salt and pepper grinders?
Oh well,
what a quirky little dude.
That is me.
People are so funny. I swear it's
so
the comments that make it. How did I not see those? People are so funny. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
If you look at the artwork on the walls, when Irving walking resembles Fields, my guess is Fields is the artist for Lumon, but Burt is severed to care for his art. That's interesting.
That would be interesting. And then that could explain kind of like this Renaissance-y like vibe because
And
if
then
he's really connected to the church, which then like, you know, a lot of art influence can come from like that period of time and like specific. Yeah, weird. I don't know. I don't know. Also, yeah, like having Burt like in front of the fireplace the whole time and they're having this discussion about heaven
how
and
he's going to hell.
Yeah, and he's like literally in front of like this fire and brimstone.
It's crazy.
Like it's like literally like a fucking
Dude,
brimstone.
I'm telling you, the
fireplace.
The planning, like the planning alone that has to go to staging this show.
Yeah.
Like the coordination and cooperation
Even
you
the
would have to
kitchen.
have with set design
Their
and
kitchen,
writers and the
having
acting.
this like
Yes!
half lumen, like
It's insane.
half like
It's
natural
insane. I
wood.
would
Like
love to see like
they literally have fluorescent lights in white.
props is outdoing themselves.
Also, is that actually somebody's house? Because if that's actually somebody's house that they own somewhere, like that's fucking insane.
Insane.
Or did you build that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, did you build a house to do this?
Set design is popping off.
Like,
I just like the
who?
way I just want to know how hard, like, I want to know how hard props is working because props gets demanded to do so many things. Like,
yeah, this is hands down one of my favorite edits to come out of
anything. Okay.
it's so funny.
Like, who came up with like the fact that they saw that and then this is what your brain came up?
Yes. Like also the effort into like turning down the volume and the audio to the water in the background.
Like a seal?
Why does it look so messed up?
We should eat it. Pardon me?
Pardon me? Like that is incredible. So yeah, that's about all I've got to contribute right now. This show's just incredible.
It's so good.
Like it's just insane.
And honestly, like rewatching it again, like 4 days later, it doesn't feel like we're rewatching it. Like it doesn't feel like you've seen all there is to see after the first watch. Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, well that was a good episode, whatever. Like you don't need to instantly, like the fact that you go home after we watch it all the time and instantly rewatch it, but like even being able to do it for a channel, it doesn't feel like you're getting anything less. Like it doesn't feel like it's not suitable material that deserves a rewatch. So I mean, kudos to the writing, my God.
And I love
incredible.
Yeah. So also too, we wanted to mention that we should have said it probably at the beginning. We are looking at doing a live stream where we can all come together and chat about it. We host live streams through our Patreon on occasion for specific things, and we definitely feel like this is like something that we want to dive into and discuss with our community further. So if you guys have been thinking about our Patreon at all, or once we get closer to that, we'll definitely be posting about it. If you want to join around that time, we'll definitely let everybody know, but we will for sure be doing like a live group chat so that we can really like dig into everything after we get through this season.
So basically after episode 10 we will be doing that probably the following week. So
yes. So
thanks for watching with us, guys, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
See ya.